Now, you all know what that white truck was? It's not actually a truck, it's a van. Before I got kidnapped, I tried to send a notice about a report I had written to some people that were taking both executive and legislative action in consideration of the fact that what was going on with their government's administration was so corrupt they had to vote no confidence. The night I sent that, somebody put a transaction on that involving a white vehicle meant for hauling items, supplies, gear. Comes up every once in a while. Understand. But you gotta understand that book was checked out in lieu of another book that was left on the street. And that book that was left on the street was by the same author. It is another book written in the same style. You know, this author has a thing. He doesn't use punctuation. It's almost like intuitive. Do you know what's dialogue and what's narrative? This one was called The Road, as in hit the road. It's about a father and a son. They're the only two people left on the planet. Well, you see in this book, there's more than just two people. There's more than just a father and a son. You know what I mean? Now, this is the book they gave me on the street, or rather, right outside, right in plain sight, with two other books supposed to have some sort of significance. That's the one they ended up bonding. What did they bond it to? Well, there's another book, as I told you, I've been waiting for a while on that. That one, unfortunately, has been disqualified from their consideration. Why? Because they had copies of their nice little Equal Justice Initiative calendar. Now, I told them, and I told you, before the beginning of this year, I'm not honoring this in any way, shape, or form because of what they did to Flint. Because I've already discussed those matters. It's not appropriate. But they apparently got their own system. And somewhere in somebody's accounting, they got fake accounts. And let me just say something. Something was supposed to come on the 6th. I was supposed to get 2 packages. One of them got delayed. On the 6th. I got one, not the other. What is their bond on the 6th? January 6th. 1959. Richard and Mildred Loving plead guilty to violating Virginia law against interracial marriage and receive 1-year sentences in prison unless they leave the state for 25 years. Did somebody have an understanding of who was a racially appropriate lover for me? And did I have to leave the state for 25 years because it was understood I may not comply? I'm absolutely serious. Did somebody split my delivery as a way to acknowledge that they had every fucking intention of racially engineering people? See, on all these digital accounts you hooked up on me down here, I'm African American. Every once in a while, somebody with a Spanish name gets a piece, but only if they go through the African American. Now, I personally don't have any problem with actual African American people. What I have a problem with is the racist contrivance of racial performance as African American. Well, I guess I didn't get married on the 6th, did I? What was yesterday? The 8th, the day that they were going to let me have it after all of this shook out. January 8th, 1811. Largest slave insurrection in U.S. history begins in Louisiana Territory after their defeat. Many of the 500 rebelling enslaved people are mutilated, decapitated, and burned alive. Is that why I woke up this morning on an ISIS current? Am I some sort of Muslim fundamentalist again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry without even knowing it. I breached your program, and it's gonna stay that way. I apologize. You already know. I already let you know once. This is a second time. Dallas, you're not allowed to try to obligate me to any slave bonds. You understand? That's what you did wrong this whole time. You don't get to say, well, now it's okay for you to be white as long as you're a white slave. And that's what's been percolating in the background of this whole thing that's been going on this week. No, 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 no. I spent 25 years saying no to that. My bonds are done. And I'm not going to let you sign anybody up through me. You understand? All of what was done was completely fraudulent and under false pretenses. That's what we're dealing with now. I would recommend you guys contact whoever this group is and tell them that they need to issue a retraction. That's the best thing you can do right now.